G'day folks, Tony again here for more of the many lives of John Rando. We're here on level 2 of one of the rust wells, dear viewers, and we're trying to find some more copper wire and also level ourselves up a little bit without dying a horrible death. I don't think we've found any weird artifacts yet, which is a bit of a drag because we need them to activate archives so that all of this copper wire that we're getting will mean anything at all. But we are managing to pick up a fair number of things that are going to get us a little bit of cash, or at least a little bit of conversion to water. So let's have a roam around here and see what we can find. It would be nice to find some weird artifacts while we're on the way, but we'll just have to wait and see how that works out. Let's take down all of these snapjaws on the way. Just having a look at our carrying capacity here. I guess we just keep picking things up. It's really just the wire that we're carrying. We don't have any specific quest items that we're going to need to return. But we do need to be mindful that we're still fairly early here in terms of, oh boy, in terms of our level. That spark tick is going to be a pain in the bum. And it's already, I think, hitting us or not. Seed spitting vines, segmented mirthworms. There are mirthworms here? Oh dear. How are there already mirthworms? We're only on level 2 of a rust well. This is madness. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Let's move ourselves back quickly. That whoops, that spark tick has already seen us, so I assume it's going to keep chasing us. But we're going to get back out of the way. If we move ourselves a little further, then we're going to be able to heal up at least a little bit longer. Waiting to see if that spark tick comes into view, and it does. And we're going to shoot it from a long way off. I think that worked. Did it die or did it run away? No, it didn't die. Very well. It's still in perfect health. I don't actually know if we're hitting it. It doesn't appear that we are, so we're going to switch to defensive stance. Which we're now in. Also going to reload the weapon. And now I'm hoping we can do a life drain. So it is now injured. And we're going to try backing away from it quickly. And it died. Excellent. And we're back up to full health. So good job. Well done, John Rando. Now I saw a segmented mirthworm here in the log earlier, so I'm a little bit concerned about that because those things are going to be damn tough. We're also getting hit an awful lot here. There's one of them down. Let's rest until healed. Oh dear, we've got another spark tick, and it is in the opposite direction from where we were before. This is very bad news. We have a considerable amount of time before we're able to sprint again. Are we currently in defensive stance? Active effects, we are. +2 dodge value while wielding a long blade in the primary hand, which we are still doing, I believe. Yes, indeed. What is the best thing for us to do here? I think we need to get out and get that seed-spitting vine dead. Oof. So that's that done. Good. Life drain's a long way away. Sprint is also a long way away. Temporal fugue. Now might be the time to give that a try. And let's... We killed ourselves? What? Alrighty folks, so we're going to try the weekly challenge of week 41 of 2018 because it's going to reset on a Monday, which is pretty soon when I'm recording this. So let's give it a go and we'll try another John Rando We have Siphon Vim once again. We have Carapace, which will give us some defensive bonus at the cost of not being able to move, I believe. Burrowing Claws, so we can dig through pretty much anything. And Stinger, so that we can envenomate things. We've got ourselves a strength penalty, a couple of bonuses in other things. We're a Nomad. There's the World Seed and the character build code, should you wish to play along. And once again, John Rando returns to walk the Scarlet Loam. Where are we going to start? Don't heed the tale of every thirsty fool. I'm all for that. So John Rando being killed by themselves, by a copy of John Rando, just a little earlier. And it is now the 4th of Ulu Ut, and we arrive at the village of Shubapir. On the horizon, Quid's jungle, strangle-chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribboned sky. So we're not in Jopar at the moment. There's a bunch of things here. I don't know what is hostile to us and what isn't. Let's try and find out. Pig farmer. Pig farmer. They've all got weird artifacts on for some reason. We've got ourselves a statue there. Leeches, which are neutral to us. That is probably a quest giver. Eon. Oh, she doth pale red apples by her cheek, that cheek which doth proclaim the right of spring. And heretofore hath nature's grand technique ne'er ripened lips so red from which to sing. Begone, false sun, I know thee for a fraud. Her fairest skin illuminates the day. All gold is brass, and every jewel is flawed. When set beside the sums her eyes might pay, the spindle which from Oman porch ascends must surely be her likeness brightly wrought. And as a likeness fails to apprehend the artless beauty that its makers sought, did I know love or beauty? No, for shame! For I knew neither till they spoke her name. That's a very specific description, and I'm glad that I read it. Impossible but neutral, thankfully. That is Hui, the 12-ringed baboon demagogue. Very good. Some neutral baboons, a zealot, a dromad merchant. So that's good. Hulking baboon. All right, all of these things neutral to us. Good times. This is where John Rando begins their most recent journey. Is there anything over this way? An apple farmer. What else do we have here? That is a painted vase with fresh water in it. We're not going to be able to loot from it, but we do get some info from looking at it. Octagonal table decorated with painted mandalas and shaped by the geometric hand. The table honors symmetry and numerology. Good to know. And it looks like we've got some odd structures here. Marble wall, and up the top here we have ourselves some more marble wall. Good times. Let's go and have a look at this statue for starters. Maybe it's going to tell us something nifty. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient Sultan Yalapur IV. Acting against the prohibition on the colour marigold, Yalapur IV led an army to the gates of the wandering wastes. She freed its citizens and they proclaimed her Sultan of Quds. In her honour, they changed the name of the wandering wastes to Yalapurgrad. Good times. Sure. No quests from that. Let us go and discuss things. Firstly with the zealot. Hey, how's it going? Give me that quest. Yes. Can we talk again? No, they're just going to yell at us. Oh no. Speak to Eon, the Elder Nymir. Cool. I mean, they're right here. So let's go and have a chat with them. Hello, Eon. My services are available if you have work to offer, adventurer. We've been sharing stories with each other and we learned of a nearby location forgotten to our people, Yigorok's farmstead. What riches might this place hide? Artifacts, arable land, a relic to a Schemasoft Malay weapons higher tier? We must know. If you find it for us, we will reward your work. What say you? We hear that it's located near the Hosohedron Kitara. Yeah, that sounds great. Pardon me. So we've got a quest. We've found out where the ruins that it's near are. I guess we have to go and find out the old-fashioned way. Any other work? Find Elder Nymir. Okay, so that we might have another quest here somewhere. I have more to ask. Can you trade anything worthwhile with me? Of course you can't. I have some salt hopper chips. They'll be handy to eat, but not really handy for much else. A little bit of water. Our recycling suit's going to give us more water and a good bunch of armor. That's the benefit of being a nomad. What else do we have here? We've got a few things that we might be able to sell. So we can't wear anything on our back because of our stinger, and we can't wear anything on our body because of our carapace, but we can certainly remove some of these things. And also nothing we can put on our hands because of burrowing claws, but it means we have sort of a native armor value of 4 and a native dodge value of 7. That's quite nifty. Can we eat anything over here? We can. We're going to eat some flour and spice. Plus 2 MA, plus 5 quickness. Good to know. Thanks for that. Where is this other person for us to speak to? We'll go to the merchant shortly. Just want to find if there's somebody else hiding in here. Of course not. Anyone? Anyone? So the previous person that we spoke to is in bright red. I'm assuming that quest givers will be more brightly coloured to make them easier to identify, particularly with these starts being quote-unquote random, or randomized, I should say. This looks promising, doesn't it? Elder Nymir. So, same descriptor as before. And what else do we have in here? We've got some things that are burning. An engraved vase. The villagers of Shobapir are known throughout the hills for their wretched use of dried lar petals in meal preparation. Okay, sure. It's got 5 grams of honey in it. Can we have a look at it? No. Can I investigate? Am I able to do that in a meaningful way? Apparently not. So without picking it up, we can't read the engraving. That's a bit silly. Welcome to the village of Shobapir, Drifter. We are a society who worship a Schemasoft melee weapons high tier and denounce those who scorn Schemasoft's melee weapons high tier. Per our custom, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. Thank you very much. I might indeed do that. Merchant's Guild changed by -100. Sure. So we have a little bit of reputation. We could get butchery, but I'd rather some secrets. Please tell me some secrets. Late in 248, after murdering a popular rival by trapping him in a jasper stone, Yalapa III's counsellors suggested she take an extended sabbatical. Instead, she reassured her counsellors by calmly explaining why she disagreed. That's pleasant, isn't it? Tell me some more. Trivelin legendary madpole, the lair of said creature. So that's going to be on our map. Thanks for that. Anything to trade? Look at those weird artifacts and look at all the money that we don't have. Very well. Good times. Thanks, Elder. We shall go and see what the merchant has to trade with us. Any work? Speak to Elder Nymir. I did that already. Oh, or did I? Wait a minute. Maybe we need to speak to them again? Let's try trading first. What do we have here that we can buy? An engraved Vinewood sap mask. Can we look at that, please? Yalapur V. In 458, Yalapur V won a decisive victory against the combined forces of Consulate Quarter Shegawan at the bloody Battle of Mar, though he lost his prize Matrimonuka Succulence Grant. During the course of the conflict, as a result of the battle, Mar was so vacant of signs of life that it was renamed Wandering Void. Sure. Discover the location. We're going to visit there and we're going to try and recover it. Well, ideally, yes. But let's see. Let's see how we go. Tons of weird artifacts. Do we have any ranged weapons available? Oh, so many things. Lacquered muskets and standard muskets. Muskets are not very useful to us. But it looks like no bows. That's a drag. Let's grab some lead slugs. And do we want to get arrows? No. Let's get a few of them just so that if we need to, we can grab said things. We're going to sell those goggles. We're going to sell the neck ring. Let's crank up a dozen torches. I'm sure we can solve that problem in another way early enough. So that leaves us with how much? We could probably spend another $22 dues. Do we have anything here that's worth getting? Sunveils, leather armor, helmets. Many of these things I can't wear. Bandages would be nice. Let's grab a few of them. And we have a desert Chris at the moment, so that's not too shabby. Copper nuggets for conversion. That wine is too expensive. So CAC, not really having a lot of stuff here that we can use easily. Boots would be nice, but it doesn't look like there are any boots. So I guess we just trade. Steel cookery, a steel utility knife. They're way out of our price range. So it looks like maybe we just do a little bit of copper nugget conversion. Because we do have a recycling suit for grabbing more water. Yes, give me the things. Thank you so much. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did. No, we're good. Okay, thanks for that. Did the Elder have anything else for us? Let's check. My services are available. Okay. Live and drink traveler, I could use you for a project. Recently I lost my hallowed Schemasoft grenades high tier at Shibashwu, that place. To inspire my poetry, I must acquire it. I'm willing to compensate you for your labor if you acquire it for me. Will you do it? Yes, of course I will. Going to get a random reward for that. All right, and I think there was another structure up here, but I don't know if it'll have anything in it. Let's have a check. Nope. All right, so we are ready to journey forth with our latest John Rando. Where are we on the map? All the way down the bottom, right near the Rustwells, we have a few little questy areas around. One of them is highlighted yellow. That's interesting. So what are these things? That's the place that the Elder just asked us to go to, so that's fun. Sure. The Shegawan Consulate. I can't even remember which things are which. Whoops. We'll go straight back there. Thank you. What have we got here? Okay, so the Hosahedron Katara. I guess we'll just go to the closest one. It's probably not worth overthinking this. But we might also go to the Rustwells first because they're close, and I'm assuming Jopar is still a thing that exists. So having all... Oh, we don't have any range. Blah, I don't like it. Right, if we see anything with a bow, we're definitely going to try and take them out. Grabbing a few bits, I guess, wouldn't hurt. How are we doing on health there? We seem to be reasonably durable based on the extensive set of data that I've just collected. It's not quite nighttime yet, but we don't have the benefit of being able to see in the dark like we could before. There is a bow enemy there, so we're going to go and try and steal its stuff. Just want to be cautious trying to close on it in case there are other snapjaws around. Should be able to take this down with relative ease, and we've got ourselves a short bow, but I don't think we have ourselves any arrows. Small steps, folks, small steps. We'll equip that bow so it's ready to rumble if and when we find it. Desert Crest 3 penetration 1d3, that's worth keeping in mind. That might have been the goat that was blocking things. So we'll do a quick scout around. There was some wire over here. We'll go and pick it up. 20 feet already. I like it. That's a good start. We've got the stairs downward, but I'm going to keep investigating up the top here because there's usually wire lying around in normal places too. And I'd rather try and get as much XP up here on the surface as we can. Where are you running off to? We're not an Archanaut, so we can't search the trash. It's a bit of a drag. So a little slaughter area down there at the bottom. That can't be all of the... there's no way that's all of the snapjaws that are around. 1 XP per dreadroot. Ugh. There we go. Uh-oh. You look tougher than the others. Average hostile. Sappy. Okay, you're just sappy. That's fine then. I don't mind that in the slightest. Let's see if we can take you out. We can indeed. That was quite a hit. Good stuff. A steel short sword. That does look nifty. I am assuming that skill-wise... whoops, wrong one. That we have short swords, maybe? Cooking and gathering. Yep, great. Yep, sure. Got weathered. What does that do? 15% less damage from heating and cooling effects. I'm assuming that's because we're a nomad. Harvestry, that's possibly also a nomad because these main skill categories you can see there, we haven't actually bought them yet. So they must be intrinsic skills. Okay, so we don't even have Shortblade available yet. But seeing as we've got a dagger and now a steel short sword, I think that might be the next thing that we get. Ooh, 50 feet. I like it. I like it very much. Whoa. All right. That is not a normal one. That is a warlord. Average and hostile. Sure. We've got somebody with ranged attack over that way. Ooh, look at them all coming in. Are we going to be able to take them all out? We might go for the low-hanging fruit first and take out the ones that are less tough. So we're not getting hit with multiple things. They're still fine. So we're going to do a life drain because they resist our life drain. Oh no, now we're in trouble. That's a long cooldown. So let's try a sting. I think that stung them. They're looking not terribly well off. They are injured. We're going to play it safe and we're going to sprint. I'm assuming they're not feeling well. We're in range of something with a bow. Okay, they are still getting hit with life drain, just not terribly often. Be nice to get out of line of sight. Whoa, there is all the way up the top there. We've got ourselves a Ball Samob, the Callous Snapjaw Fire Snarler. Tough and hostile. Okay, so tough is better than impossible, he says, stating the obvious. But in terms of our cooldowns, we're not looking great at the moment. Life drain, sting, and we haven't even leveled up yet. Not the best. Possibly we will beat ourselves a humble retreat. See if we can heal. No, they're still coming, running in for us. So we'll take them down. If we can. You're still in fine condition. You're now injured. That is good. And we do... we've got Sting back, but that's it so far, sure. Try this the old-fashioned way. They're still confused by the looks of it, so I'm assuming that's the Venom still coming into play. They're down. And they're down too, so that's good. Please tell me that you have some ammo. Of course you don't. Why would that be a thing that you could give me? Bronze battle axe, probably not worth it. Witchwood wreath, that might sell, maybe? I don't know. Try that rest until healed again. Okay, so the pink one possibly didn't see us. We're able to zoom out. So that's a promising sign. Let's head over to another Rustwell. This one's got baboons everywhere, and we have no ranged weapon. So that's probably not going to be a fun time. We seem to be confusing them because our stingers just do a native attack, so that's handy to know as well. That's one down. There's a hermit there who I think is fighting them. We've got some snapjaws over this way. and more wire strands lying around to pick up. So let's do that while we murder things. A water skin, boar skin gloves. We can't wear gloves because we have burrowing claws. That's okay. 1 foot of wire strand. I love it. Wouldn't change a thing. Perfect. There is a lot of wire lying around here. Well, there's a lot of instances of wire lying around, but they don't seem to be very useful to us. Staff. What does a staff do? Not enough. And of course, because we have the carapace, we can't really wear armor. Level 2, 3 hit points, 78 skill points. That's a nice haul. I guess that's the flip side of having a lot of points in things other than strength. That is chameleon up there too, and they're a real pain. They make you bleed real bad, which is not great in the early stages of the game. We're also hungry, but there's not much we can do about that right now. But we can get ourselves some points into short blade. Yes, please give that to me. So we're now going to have a +1 to hit with short blades, which is what we're using at the moment. Primary hand attacks with short blades. If your quickness was 25% higher, I like it. We have a steel short sword, 3 penetration, 1d4, and that's better than the Desert Crest that we had, so we're going to swap that over. But I don't think we have anything else that we can put in other places. We could put a wreath on our head that doesn't give us any benefit. We can't put anything on our face, so that's fine. And we still don't have anything to reload with. Oh, we do. We picked up some arrows. I didn't realize we had them. So that is also a bit of a plus. The baboon seems to be going elsewhere, as does the chameleon. And there's another 50 foot of wire. So that's good. Can we move out? If we can pick up wire easily, then I will absolutely do that. And here, whoa, no, there's mushrooms everywhere here. I'm not a fan of mushroomy areas, particularly at the very start of the game. Feathered studded leather armor. Maybe that will be worth something. And a quilted shawl. -1 dodge, that's not terribly useful. That iron short sword might sell for something, and there's some wire over here, but we'll stay away from all these nasty looking mushrooms. 50 foot of wire, perfect. So the Northern Rustwell, definitely one to avoid. Scaled woven tunic, leather armor. All right, let's move southwards a little bit. Nice open field here for us. There's a baboon, and is that another spark tick chasing us? An electrofuse, they're even worse. How are we doing with this bow and arrow? Can we actually hit anything? Doesn't look like it. Nothing to reload with. And those things do tend to, they do tend to blow up bad. All right, let's try something here. We're going to try and take advantage of our carapace. So this thing's going to move in. We're going to, whoops, we're going to tighten our carapace so we're not going to move. There we go. Armor value up by 3. So we now got 7 armor. -3 dodge. We can't dodge worth a damn, but that's okay. But we do have life drain. So let's give that a go and see if it works. Doesn't penetrate armor. It resists our life drain. Might just have to hit it the old-fashioned way. And we did. And it blew up. And we got some experience points. So that's nice. Going to make ourselves a camp. We're going to eat some food so that we're not hungry anymore. Good times. And I think that is where we're going to leave it for this part of the Let's Play. One John Rando departed. Another one arrived right on schedule after being killed by John Rando. Good times. So if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released. And please tell a friend if you think they might enjoy this. And come back again soon for more of the many lives of John Rando.